100 times her investment is what she ended up making. She ended up making over $30,000. I mean, come on, you guys. And I think there's an important thing too. A lot of people think, I mean, it seems like such a glorious, beautiful idea, doesn't it? To buy a Facebook ad or a Google ad. It sounds so sexy, doesn't it? Like, I'm going to like make this ad and like, I'm going to get clients. And here's what people don't know.
Nope.
Because we don't know what we don't know.
Right.
Those are all cold leads. Nobody's heard of you. Am I going to click on something that I've seen before? Like I've seen somebody's face? Yes, I'll probably click on that more likely. Well, you're going to have a lot of people that are going to click and then they're going to leave. You're going to have a high bounce rate. And you're going to be, every time they click, your bank account clicks too. Yep. That's another $3. That's another $3. That's another $3. Every click, $3, $3, $3, $3. And we think, you know, in the beginning we think, oh my gosh, but I know like this is going to work out. Like everyone says do Facebook ads. Everybody says do Google ads. Like literally just open the website and the Google and it'll tell you purchase these ads. Don't ever go without ads. And there's another way to do it without running yourself into the ground. For sure. And I know like Beth even struggled really, really heavily with the whole Facebook ads. I mean, it's not that hard to create an ad, guys. And that's what makes it sexy. Oh, this is simple. This is easy to do. All right, cool. Let me do this. I can even choose my demographic. Well, what's a demographic if they don't have kids that are struggling in the area that you teach? You can't break it down that far. You can't break it down to people that are looking for tutors. If you could, we're talking a whole nother game changer, but you can't. So you've got parents or grandparents that are clicking on something, but they don't know what they're really clicking on. They click on it, they get in like, oh, I have to sign up for something. Yeah, no, I'm out. Or they like get to your website because you point them to the wrong direction. You don't point them to an actual call to action and they're gone. And now you don't know what to do and you're out thousands of dollars. So it sounds really sexy. Everybody wants to do it, but I've only seen people lose money in it. I said, maybe it's a great strategy for people who have tutors underneath them. But when we're talking about that, I'm getting paid for my time.
Right.
And now you're going to decrease the amount. Like that is a huge decrease. Like if I got to pay $5,000 in order to get one person to say yes, there's no ROI on that. There's no ROI on that. You know, the only person who loses is me as the individual tutor. So yeah, it's a really stinky strategy to use in the beginning. And it's really stupid for people to say this could work for everyone because it doesn't. If it did, everyone would be doing it and getting success, and that's not the case. That's not the case at all. And people need to hear those stories too, that look, we can teach you how to do the strategies, but people are like, oh, well, I'll hire someone to do my Facebook ads. I know that sounds sexy too, doesn't it? I'm just going to hire someone to do it. Sounds so good. Guess what? Still doesn't work. Nope. I did that. I hired someone to do my Facebook ads for me. I broke even that time. That was better because in the past I had just lost money.
Yeah.
But this time around I broke even. Am I happy with that result? No, not happy with that result. So, you know, I think it's things sound really good in the beginning. What has to happen is, I think as tutors, we have to realize there are things that you can do that are really simple in order to get students. I'm going to teach you how to do those strategies so that you can get those students. Okay. Some of the things you're going to be like, no, I don't want to try. Some of the things you're like, okay, I'm going to try it even though I don't want to. And some of the things you're going to be like right on board and you're going to want to try them right away and get started. And wherever you are in the stage with that strategy, just know that you can always revisit and come back to something again.
Find those strategies, and through Jumpstart, that is where I found these strategies. And like Heather was saying, the strategies you gave us, plus in our coaching group, we would bounce ideas off each other, and somebody would say, oh, I tried this. Oh, that's great. So we would take notes, you know, I feel like we were given so many more resources through you and then through the networking of, you know, working with this smaller group. Which just opened my eyes. Yeah. So I would have before said, you know, try ads, you know, and that was really all I knew. I didn't know where.
But it didn't work. You know what I mean? It's like, and it didn't work. I mean, that's the saddest part, because it's like, first of all, Facebook keeps changing their algorithm, and so does Google. But then and it's never like an algorithm change that benefits the person buying the ad at the end of the day. It is something that benefits Facebook or Google. It's not something that benefits the buyer. And so a lot of us solo freelance professionals end up getting snookered and in the dream, and in that dream that I could just like create one ad, and then my clients are just going to come soaring to me, and they're just going to love every second with me. And it just isn't the way that it ends up working. So the suggestion is, you guys, do not just try one strategy. You're missing out. You're really missing out if you just want what I'm hearing when people say that is, I want to skip the line, and I don't want to do all the other things that people have done to get students. What you're really saying is, I don't want to do the things that don't work. But you don't know what doesn't work until you try a whole bunch of things. So you try a whole bunch of things, and everybody has like their own things that they're going to be really good at, right? And it's not going to be the same for everyone. And so you're going to find out what works for you, because you ask your clients when they come on board, so how did you find me? And they tell you, I saw your YouTube video. I typed into Google, tutor near me. I typed this in, I typed that in. I ended up, coming across you. And it's like, great. Sometimes I'll even ask them, like, do you remember what you typed in? So that they could tell me like what they typed in if they don't tell me, because that means that whatever they're typing in, it's working, and I want to continue to use that strategy because it is working. You can't determine what's working if you only try one strategy and you try it incorrectly. And I think that's the biggest thing. A lot of people will try different things, but they try them incorrectly. Here's the thing. A lot of the strategies that I tell you guys about, you can do them incorrectly and still get students. I can help you get more eyeballs to see them based off of how you create your font and you design, your flyer and those kinds of things, the things that you decide to put on there. But you can create a poorly designed, like today, you could create a flyer and print out 5 of them and post them at your grocery store, your gas station, wherever you want to be able to post them, and you could still get a client. So just know that you don't have to do things perfectly in order to be able to get students. You just need to be willing to try lots of different things so you can see what your forte is, and then continue to tap into the community so that you can start learning a better strategy around that strategy. Inside of this course, you guys are going to learn how to do things for yourself so that you have that ability to really get a better result in like these tutors. I mean, 25 tutors between both of you. Doesn't that feel like incredible?
Yeah.
Yeah. It almost feels like, I always tell people, okay, what we didn't tell you guys about Heather is that she had 100-fold investment. 100-fold. For those of you guys that don't know that, I learned the term yesterday from Beth. I knew exactly what she said because her dad's an investor. So I knew exactly what she meant when she said it, but 100 times her investment is what she ended up making. She ended up making over $30,000. I mean, come on, you guys. If I were to tell you, like, this is what you need to spend in order to make this, would you do it? Of course. And that's the sexiness that they give us on Facebook ads, isn't it? If I put $1 out, if I put $1 in, I'm going to get $5 out, right? Like, I don't promise that for you guys. Here's what I am going to promise you guys. If you do decide next week to join us in Jumpstart, and you don't get one student, and you've put in the time and the action into the program, and you've done the assignments, I'm going to give you your money back. I don't deserve your money. I did not accomplish my goal. My goal is for every single one of you to get one student or a whole lot more. I've kept it simple for myself so that when you guys get that, I feel excited. I'm like, yeah, they did it. So I get excited. I get just as excited for that person that got 1 as I do for the person who got 17. Sorry, Heather.
Whatever.
No.
Love that.
I do, because, for some of us, that's all it takes is just getting that 1 for us to be able to see, oh, I can do it.